Welcome to my second session of income from house property. Just for your revision purpose, under my first session, I have given you a brief introduction of what is an income from house property, then the kinds of house property, that is let out, self-occupied and deemed to be let out. Then we have seen basis of charge, that is section 22 of income from house property. Then we have seen section 2, subsection 2, definition of annual value. So, under section 2, subsection 2, definition of annual value, we have seen that annual value is that value which is determined as per section 23, that is a gross annual value as per section 23. We will now learn how to determine a gross annual value under section 23 of let out house property. In my next sessions, I will be talking about self-occupied house property and let out house and deemed to be let out house property. Okay, just have a look at the steps to determine a gross annual value of let out property. The first one talks about find out a reasonable expected rent of the property. Okay, I will explain what all these. Then step number 2 says find out rent received or receivable after excluding unrealized rent but before deducting loss due to vacancy. Third one is find out which is higher, whether it is step number 1 and step number 2. Out of this which is higher, that we have to find out and we have to take that figure. Then we have to deduct loss due to vacancy. So, the balancing figure will be the gross annual value of a let out house property. These are the steps. Now, let us go ahead and just try to understand each step. Now, the step number 1 says that find out reasonably expected rent of the property. Now, there is a concept of here reasonable expected rent has been introduced. Now, let us understand what is a reasonable expected rent and how to determine it. Okay, look at this. Now, how to calculate an expected rent? So, reasonable expected rent is the rent which I am expected reasonably under that area. That is what called as a reasonable expected rent. Okay. Now, for that I need 3 things, which is that I need a municipal valuation, I need a fair rental value and I need something called as a standard rent. So, these are the 3 important aspects. Now, higher of the following 2 is taken as an reasonable expected rent. So, what is the higher of the 2 they are saying, or higher of the following? Municipal valuation, fair rental value, standard rent. Okay. Now, let me give you an understanding of a municipal valuation. Municipal valuation is the valuation of a house property, okay, done by a municipality in the area in which the house is situated. That is what called as a municipal valuation. Now, every municipality does a valuation of the house property in their areas for collection of a municipal taxes and other matters, right? So we have this municipal valuation, we will get this municipal valuation from the municipality in the area in which the house is, residential house is situated. The second one is a fair rental value. Now, what is a fair rental value? Fair rental value is a likely rent which you are supposed to get from that house property in the area, in the locality where the house is situated. That means similar kind of a house properties in that locality, how much rent are they receiving? That is called as a fair rental value, fair rental value. Let us say the house is situated somewhere in Panjim. Since we are from Goa, I will take an example of Goa. So, capital of Goa, that is Panjim. The house is situated in Panjim. It is about 120 square meter of a house having 2 bedrooms, and in that locality, let us say similar kind of a house property is giving a rent of 15,000 per month. Now, for your property, okay, fair rental value will become 15,000. That is what called as a fair rental value. The third item which is important here is a standard rent. Now, standard rent is the rent which is determined under Standard Rent Control Act. This is an act which is applicable in some states, which is not applicable in some states. Okay. So, we have to see wherever applicable, then we have to take standard rent. Wherever not applicable, we might ignore standard rent. Okay. Now, let us see again the steps how to calculate the reasonably expected rent. So, what are they saying? They are telling you that take first the municipal valuation, then take fair rental value, compare both this and take an higher figure out of this. So, municipal valuation and fair rental value, whichever are higher values, you take those values and you compare. If the standard rent is applicable, then you compare with the standard rent. It should be maximum up to standard rent. If standard rent is not applicable, then there is no need for this. You just have to take out of this two, whichever is higher, that becomes the expected rent. Okay, let us try to understand this by taking an example. For that, I need a board. We can take here expected rent or reasonably expected rent. We can use the short form reasonably expected rent. Okay, so this is what we are going to calculate. So what do we need for this? We need, number one, municipal valuation. I am using a short forms. Okay. Number two, we need a fair rental value. So, and third one, if a standard rent is applicable, then we read a standard rent. So, these three things we needed. Okay, we say that there is a Mr. X, he has given you the details of his property which is let out. Okay, so he has given for the previous year. So, what is your previous year? 2019-20. So, that means you are calculating his income for 2020, 2021, right? Okay. Now, municipal valuation, okay, his house is situated in, let us say, Panjim, all right, and the valuation of the house property has been done by a municipality, which is annual valuation, of course, is, let us say, rupees 10 lakh. Okay. Now, fair rental value of that house property is in that area, let us consider 11 lakh, all right, and Standard Rent Control Act doesn't apply. So, we will write not applicable. I am taking situations to situations example. Now, so what is the first step says? Step says that you take municipal valuation and you take fair rental and take the higher value. So, amount 10 lakh and amount 11 lakh, the higher value is naturally 11 lakh, correct? So, there is no standard rent. So, straight away your reasonably expected rent becomes 11 lakh. This is situation number 1. Clear? Alright, again calculating reasonably expected rent. So, I am using the short form. Alright. So, let us say the same person, X is an owner of an house property in Panjim, alright, Panjim, Goa. Then same, for we are determining it for previous years, he has given you the details. So, 2019, 2020, that is what the previous year, and we are computing the income. So, assessment year 2020, 2021, alright, fine. So, he has given you the details like this. So, we will take the same example which you have taken previous. So, municipal valuation, again the same value 10 lakh. Alright, so number 2, fair rental value, okay, which is 11 lakh. Okay, now Rent Control Act applies. So, we have been given a standard rent. So, standard rent which is there, which is, let us consider, it has said that 10 lakh 50,000 is a standard rent. Alright. So, when standard rent is given, now how to compute? So, what we will do, same step, we will take higher of municipal value and higher of fair rent. So, higher of municipal value and higher of fair rent, so 11 lakhs. Okay. Now, wherever there is a standard rent applies, it cannot be more than standard rent. It has to be maximum up to standard rent. That is why reasonably expected rent in this situation will not become 11 lakh, but it will become 10 lakh 50, because we have to compare between these two and maximum up to 10 lakh 50,000. So, that is why for this the answer will come 10 lakh 50,000. This is the second situation. Okay, shall we take another example? Okay, we will take another example. Same kind of a thing, alright. I will only change now this portion. Okay, I will change this portion. Okay, so same thing, municipal valuation 10 lakh, fair rental value 11 lakh. Now standard rent is 11 lakh 50,000. Okay. So same step, compare municipal valuation and fair rental value, take the higher figure. So the higher figure is 11 lakh. Then now you look for a standard rent. So what is the standard rent? 1150. Mind it, it is not higher of these two, but it is just you have to compare whether I am crossing standard rent. So in that case, I have to restrict myself to the value which is higher here. Here what has happened? Standard rent is higher. So I cannot take standard rent as higher. In that case, I have to take higher between municipal valuation and fair rent. So in this case, in this situation, the expected reasonable rent will become 11 lakh. So we have seen three situations of determining a reasonably expected rent of a let out house property. That is what step number 1 in determining a gross annual value.